Welcome to Speaking of Coasters, the show that takes pretty much everything going on in the coaster industry over the past 2 weeks and combines them all into one big video. I am your host, Nick Koss, and as you may know, there's no icon right next to me stating my name. And that's because I'm late on this video because I had a really busy weekend. So I'm just gonna do this a rough cut version and just do it unedited just to get this out. So let's get into it. Let's start off with a Goliath construction update, and track work has pretty much gotten complete. There's a few little tweaks that need to be taken on the ride itself to like finishing the lift stairs, and there's a little support I believe on to be finished on the over by the what's it called? Stall. Otherwise, they pulled a train through the track, did a first test run on Saturday, May 31st, 2014. So, yes, awesome. Let's move on to Six Flags Great Adventure, where there is rumors of them may be getting a Rocky Mountain construction coaster to top Goliath. The only clue really is they would like it to dive underground from sources on Screamscape sources traveling under the lake at some point that they have. If it's true, then look for this new coaster to go in the back of the park. Near the old water ski stands, or possibly where the current log ride sits. Interesting. It also makes sense because they could use a new major attraction at the backside of the park, because pretty much everything other new addition over the last few years have been placed either up towards the front of the entrance, like Superman and Green Lantern, the Sky Screamer, or nearby the northeast corner where Kindaka, Zumanjaro El Toro, and stuff like that is. We could go and the only place in the last time has been in Gotham City. The last addition to be put on the elsewhere in the park was Dark Knight Coaster, where the chiller was. So definitely an interesting rumor. Moving on to Six Flags Over Georgia. The Hurricane Harbor Water Park has officially opened now. So there's some video footage on YouTube of the Tsunami Surge, Calypso Bay, Bonsai Pipeline, Paradise Island, stuff like that. And it very much looks out to be a very good addition for the park. I definitely see it becoming more and more successful over the next few years. Then moving on to Kentucky Kingdom, it finally reopened. And now I'm going to move on to a part where I'm going to list my top 10 wood coasters and top 10 steel coasters, just to give this video a little bit of length. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm gonna keep it for next week, or the next episode. So we're gonna move over to talk about my summer plans as of now. So I've been talking to my grandfather, and we may be going to Kings Island this summer, sometime late July. And my dad mentioned to me this morning that he may want to go do Six Flags St. Louis as a family. And assuming that, I would guess we would probably go to a Milwaukee Brewer game down there. At both these parks, I would probably do a vlog, but I'd probably do like a SFGAM zone type where they match, where John mashes all the videos together. So, with that being said, look forward to that. I'm definitely excited to bring it out to you. And as the Goliath Media Day has now been postponed, I'll most likely be there for this new date, yet to be announced. And depending on the success of Goliath, and if I'm actually going to be at Kings Island this summer, I may do a Banshee documentary with my grandfather if he's interested. So yeah. With that being said, that wraps up this week. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry it was kind of like a quiet video. Just trying to get this out for you guys. And yeah, this is my last week of school, so yay. Okay. This is Nick Koss for Speaking of Coasters. Thank you guys for watching, and have a Six Flags Day.